How are you doing today? It's me, your local clown. I am today.
Hey, it's me.
I'm so excited to show you what I've made. This has been the longest project I've ever worked on, and it's my second video, so that's exciting. This took about 3 to 4 weeks. I finished it a lot sooner than I thought I was going to, which is great. So it'll be done right on time for the intentional purpose of my husband's birthday. So I think we should get right into it because this is gonna be a very long video. I made everything from scratch, patterns, everything. I bring you through my whole process from start to finish. So I need to quit yapping and just hand it off to past me. Thank you for introducing the idea, past me. It's now future me. So Philip's birthday is coming up very quickly. I've had this idea since December? No, since like November. So it's been at least like a good few months that I've had this idea, and it's like February is almost over. So I'm really giving myself a good amount of time to do this. Really not procrastinating at all. Philip has worked from home for a very long time now, and he's only now going back to the office. So this is the only opportunity I have. And I have the car today because I forgot I had a doctor's appointment. So, you know, kind of have to use what you can get. So I've been thinking of doing a few different things. All of them are going to require a sewing machine, possibly hand stitching, and a lot of like thinking the process out. Just a lot of brain power, okay? And I'm just really cocky, I guess, because I think I'm going to be able to get this done in time, especially without him seeing it. Idea number 1. I was thinking of making him a caterpillar plushie, primary colors, big squishy balls, kid core. He loves his kid core shit. Second idea came from going to a comic book store and we saw this cute little caterpillar bag. Hopefully I find it, and if so, I feel like I could do it. I don't know why. I'm going to kill myself because I know it's going to be a very difficult project. I know it's not going to be easy. Not at all. Why do I think I can do that? I guess let's start figuring out what we want to do. I think the purse would be iconic, okay? Because how iconic would it be to be like, I made you this fucking purse? Pretty iconic. Why do I think I can do that? Why do I think I can? But if I make it, how cool would that be? Now, purses are usually made out of like leather, fake leather, whatever, vinyl. I'm going to Hobby Lobby. I don't want to, but I'm not driving all the way to Joann's. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and see what they have. Maybe I should not do the purse idea. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a good idea. I'd have to buy lining. I have to do the zipper. I have to do the base. I have, you know, we're dealing with cubes here, okay? That seems simple, but it's just like, I know it won't be simple. And then you have to have a zipper. You have to have a zipper within it. We're not gonna deal with that. You know what? We'll do it if I find really good cheap material. If not, we'll see. I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm insane. Let's look up some inspo. How about we look up some inspo? I'm struggling. Here are some little caterpillars. Oh my god, this little guy. How cute. This is more the caterpillar he would like. He's more into that kind of silly guy. To me, hungry caterpillar is like iconic. I'm saying iconic a lot, but come on. Iconic. Okay, Here we go. We're getting in plushie territory. Maybe that's what I should have looked up. Oh my God, he would be going crazy over that. I could just make him a silly little guy. This right here is what I assume he'd like. I hate it because I know we could do better. It's got some unnecessary colors in there. To me, he needs just red, yellow, blue. We need baby, okay? Because he's a baby. We're not confronting the fact that we're aging. We're not. This, just the classics. Gorgeous, rainbow, boo-boo, boo-boo keys. Him, clown. I know you'd like that. Part of me wants to make these for his birthday. He would love this. He'd be all over him. Sexually, I don't know. He also loves clowns. So like I could do a clown caterpillar. Or am I doing too much? I don't know. Rainbow, kidcore, clown, caterpillar. Again, I can have all the ideas in the world, but I really have to see what I can work with. That's the face I'm imagining. Just smiley. So maybe doing a clown thing could be kind of iconic. You're kind of just seeing how my brain works, but I'll just talk it out real quick if it wasn't obvious. I just went on Pinterest, looked at ideas. I could sit there and sketch, but my brain's like, let me see what fabrics are readily available to me and then go from there. So they have the red and they have the blue, but no yellow. So bag's a no-go, but all of these. I think I have to go for like baby fabric, but I don't know. Fuck Hobby Lobby. We've secured the goods at stupid fucking devil shit Hobby Lobby. You're not gonna get any praise from me, Hobby Lobby. The devil lives inside of you. I got this little egg thing because we have a Christmas one. Never had these before, but come on, how cute. And then I found this little guy. I'm looking around because I've never vlogged in a parking lot and I'm that bitch now, I guess. And I got this guy. I'm thinking if the caterpillar goes to shit, I can just make him into a little... He's got something in his butt. What the fuck? Gotta give him a prostate exam. But I could just maybe clownify him or something. I went ahead and got this. Now, does any of these look like a caterpillar? That one does. We're gonna have a lot to mess around with. Wish I just stole this. This is $20, but I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I got a black just for eyes, mouth, whatever really needs like a proper outlining. So, do I have an embroidery machine? No. Am I going to try to mimic an embroidery machine? Yes. I will try my hardest. His little smile, embroidered. His little eyes, embroidered. And I don't have an embroidery machine. No, I don't have an embroidery machine. Like, I have to make sure I clean up this fuzz. Otherwise, I think he'll get a little suspicious. Just a little bit. I got a red. I got a yellow. Beautiful primary yellow. Pretty okay-ish blue. And then last minute, the lady asked me, what are you making? And I said, a clown caterpillar for a gift. And I was like, do you have any other fabric that really screams clown? She's like, you should go check out the cotton. come on. That is clown. We're not clowning around, but we are clowning around. Like, look at that. I also got these little star buttons. If not for the eyes, maybe like for the cheeks or just some little detail. We've moved to the floor, which this whole area has been covered in shit. So who knew that's all I needed to do was just empty it. I've got 2 out of 3 animals in here, as one dog just wants to be in a bed. Okay, so we're gonna read, we're gonna see what I need to use, etc. I think I'm going to have to physically see the pattern laid out, and then I'm gonna have to do my own measurements. And if anything, I'm gonna have to make the pattern out of paper and go that way. They're fucking huge. This is gonna be a huge thing. I don't know how much of this audio is usable, as I am just folding the shit out of this paper. Love that the biggest one is the one I need. And I have my babies. Oh, such a big girl. So big, so big. So we might fuck around. We might try to duplicate these. I might have to cut. All right. I've cut out them all, and I have just folded them into a neat snack. I might be hungry. I think the next steps are going to be taking a test fabric, which I've got a few test fabric. If you've seen the Coraline video, I have plenty of test fabric, as I had found 2 fabrics. The fuck am I even saying? I'll test it. I'm gonna see which head I like the most, play around with it to then whatever. I think it's just gonna be head throughout the whole body. It's the next day, and I've got the fabric, I've got everything you've seen, right? I've cut out the pattern, kind of doubting the pattern a little bit because, you know, I've shown it a bajillion times. I'm just a little worried to do it. So I started looking up YouTube. I found a lady online who was nice enough to show her process. Painfully slow, but she showed it. So thank you so much. I think I'm gonna try to go off her pattern. I'm now in the figuring out what I want this to look like phase. So here we go. So here was the first guy. I saw the lady do little feet, and I was like, okay, it looks pretty simple and easy, so I think I'll do little feet. He's all over the place because he's just like a smorgasbord of ideas. I was then thinking this size, that was a no. I then did this little face, bigger face, maybe a little just more oval while these are round. And then I was like, okay, that's cute. And then I was like, I really want him to wear a hat. He's a clown. And I was like, this would make sense so I wouldn't have to do little antennas and a hat. That just seems like too much going on. I don't know if I can do this. I'm clearly gonna have to Google maybe the shape. I don't know. Like, it's been a long time since I've made my own pattern, and I know it takes forever. I also don't know if I have any like fucking loose paper to make a pattern, but we'll see. I think I'm digging kind of these little faces where the mouth is a lot smaller. He just looks terrifying while he looks terrifyingly cute. Where you're like, I would totally let him in my house. I don't know why, but he's just a handsome little man. I also need to figure out the color combo. I have the primary colors. It's the red, yellow, blue. But then I have these little feetsies. So what color do I want those? If I want them one consistent color, or if it's just going to be all crazy. I'm also thinking of doing tiny little pointed feet instead of these little round guys. I don't know why. I think he'd just look a little bit more funkier with some pointed feet. I don't know. That's the thought process. I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking, okay? You're welcome for that. Holy shit. I've had a breakthrough. Okay. I'm over here stressing on how I'm going to make this face. I want to make this vision as best as possible. And I'm realizing I'm going to have to make my own patterns. So I did waste $20, but I do have a niece. Maybe I can make her these for fun and just be like, look, I used the patterns and didn't waste any money. Anywho, I'm over here writing like a fucking madman. I'm like, okay, I looked up a few YouTube videos on just like round plushies. I'm like, this is how you make a round shape. Cool, good to know. I want this big cheeked boy. I also need to figure out how to make this little jester hat. So I'm like, okay, here's the general shape. And most people, especially this, they're just using little cat ears and then stuffing them. And then they can generally make, you know, a pretty rounded little jester head. And so I'm like, okay, I just don't know how to do that. And then I'm like, okay, I have to make my own patterns. And usually I have this big old thing of like paper. I'm going to have to use like my really good paper, and it's fine. It's for love. It's for the name of love. And then as I'm walking back there, I got this fucking guy for Philip for Christmas. And I'm like, holy shit, he has a little jester hat on. And also how funny, he's got pretty close to that. Ignore the trash, okay? He's got this little jester hat. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the pattern right here. It is flat. And I'm like, I can just, let's say in creativity news, whatever, say these are his little caterpillar antennas. He just has a little jester hat. So I'm like, right here's the pattern, bitch, fucking use it. And then they just, I think, rounded this and stuffed it. I don't know. I can't really tell what's going on with him, but I'll figure it out. But I'm like, oh my God, perfect. And then I was like, wait, he's long-boyed, he's long-bodied. And I was like, he's kind of got the little head shape I'm going, except I want the body to be, you know, kind of behind him. So I'm like, I have to figure out where I want his little head shape to come out. It's a lot of planning. And then, oh my God, I sleep with him every goddamn night, and he's my favorite thing in the whole world. I've got this little guy. It's my Pooh Bear, that he is definitely well loved, okay? I try not to look at him too much. It makes me sad how well loved he is, because he's not what he used to look like. But he's got exactly the big round cheeks that I want, right? Except he's supposed to lay down, but I can just figure out to move his little head hole back. But I see where they sewed it. It's very complex, but I think I can do it because he's got that nice, beautiful round face. So we're in fucking business. It's 2 days later. I took a break yesterday, and now I'm back at it. I made this little guy. So this is the head, except from the pattern I made with here, it didn't quite fit. So I've been like trying to mess around with it. This works. I just need to curve it out. This one so far also seems to work. And as I said, this was the trouble piece. I have figured out that I'm going to just break it down into more patterns than anything else. So this is me figuring it out. This is the shape, which it does do it. I'm making the eye panel its own piece. So instead of it being the top and the front, it's just going to be the front paneling, and then making the top its own little square. Now, as for the little, jester ears, just the little banana shaped things, I'm thinking of making it 2 paneling. I might test it with 1 to see how that goes. I'm also debating on just making the top panel the whole little jester hat. And so it might need to go down to here. So there's like a few things I have to mess around with and probably make some more pieces. So if you can see that, this is the side of the head. And then so it's that. So I would have to cut it here. So I think it would be like, this would be its own piece. I'm pretty sure. So I'd cut that off. But that's the thought process so far. All right, here are the new pieces compared to the old ones. I had to do some surgery on this bad boy, and I'm hoping that it works, and I hope I can make it right. So we'll see. Hello, it's days later, and I'm in such a little pickle for our little jester hat. And you know what I realized? This motherfucker literally has everything I need to look at for basics. He's got the little, because he's a little circus elephant, right? He's got that, which is basically what I want to do. And then he's got his little hat, which it just needs to be doubled up. But I don't know how to do this, right? I'm like, I get it, shaped like that, correct? But it's round, and my brain not comprehend how roundness truly works like that. I can't see that there's any darts. It just seems to be one full stitch, and then it's circular at the bottom, and then they just sewed it on, which I don't know. I can't remember if I showed this off or not. I got the little head. He's a little funky shaped, yes, and maybe I should stuff it before moving forward to see if I like it. But this is the space I have to work with. No, it's not. This is the space. Look at all that shit in the back. This is the space that I have to work with. Pretty small. Folks, the time has come. I have finished, maybe, doing the prototype of the caterpillar. You can glad. I have made 2 prototype heads. Looks pretty solid. Can you understand what's happening? No. Did I figure out the little jester part? Yes. Thank you to this person. After a bunch of Googling and not knowing what to Google, that was exactly what I needed. Little devil hat, perfect. Oh my God, I just have to hand stitch it. Good to know. Body part, little circle guy, thanks to this video. Girl, you're my #1. The only freaking caterpillar video I could find online is you. I love you. You're great. You're fantastic. Who do I look at? Did I make the pattern too small at first? Yes. Have I made a now ginormous one? Yes. Did I test this one? No, but it's basically and practically the same pattern. It's just a lot bigger. So I don't know if I recorded me saying that I basically made a bunch of, mock-ups of my design, except the big version of the caterpillar humps. I didn't make the big version of the caterpillar humps, and it's definitely wonky. It was definitely all over the place and not even, and my darts were weird. So yeah. I did it. I did a significantly rounder one, and it's as big as my head, if not bigger. And just for ref, I have a really big head. Like, here's what I got. I mean, he's the cutest. He's the most recent. I don't know. I know his head would look so much better, and then I think making the little feetsies out of that material. I think he's the cutest. I think we're gonna do that. Okay, cunt. We're coming out. Cunt. Ooh. Look at that. Look how cute. All I have left basically for like this head is just putting these back panels on, attaching the little antenna jester hat. I think I want to do some little pom-pom balls, and then the next thing I'm doing this second is figuring out the face shape. So pretty much all the face that will be shown is about to there. The rest is just like his chin and under. Hi. We're on week 3, so that's fun. I've got all my little feetsies here. You can't see mine. Not on this channel. You gotta pay for that. Send me $5, I'll send a toe. and I cut out the bottoms, okay? My little fucking wafers. You can see that. So I'm gonna spend, I don't know how long, sewing all of these little circles to the bottom of these feet. Why? You don't like it?
No, I don't like it. I hate it actually.
You love it. Oh, okay. I was recording all of that.
Recording what?
I was recording that whole conversation.
We lost by 1 point. 119 to 118. I can't believe that. That stupid jerk made the basket all the way down the court.
A hard rain is gonna fall. A hard rain is gonna fall. Ignore the fit. I'm stylish. Oh, 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 circle. Ah. He's almost complete. He's a monster. He's big. I have a few things I have to fix on him. He looks terrifying. He's a little funky. Looks just like his parent. Gonna fix that. I'm going to take out everything but the nose and readjust. As I've stuffed him, I didn't realize how big the head was gonna be. He's big-headed, okay? I'm big-headed, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever. He does have a few rips, again, as I've had to fist him through this singular hole. This whole guy. He's literally almost as tall as me. I'm a head away from him. Here's his cloaca. I've had to put my fist in here so many times, but I've got this foot. I've got to do this one, and this one. And then other issue. His little collar is way too long. It covers up his first little half. You don't even know he's in there. So I think I'm gonna hem it. I sadly don't think this is gonna make it to the final, as I sewed it in, okay? It's in. Ha 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 ha. Doom 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 doom. Ha 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 ha. Doom 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 doom. Here he is. Here is my son. Here he is, my son. Although technically he's not really my son anymore. I'm like one of those people who grow your baby and then give it to you. So I did exactly that. Oh my God, was he a journey. I know the video's all over the place. It's definitely hard to like film every bit and piece, but also at the same time making it short and quick and to the point. I think he looks pretty handsome. I think I did exactly what I set out to do. He's a little creepy. He's a little scary looking, but at the same time, I think you would let him inside because you're like, I think I'm just being a little judgmental. In total, he is 7 balls high, right? Including his big bulbous head. He's got a badonkadonk. He takes after me when it comes to the butt area, in that it is just not attractive at all. What is this? I think if you try making this and following it after me, remember to round off your last one. Or, you know, you might like his little boo-doo-dee-dee. His little boo-hoo-hoo-tee. Now, I know this wasn't quite a tutorial. It wasn't really a tutorial at all. It was just start to finish on my thought process from a project to the end. I am considering doing like a tutorial type video for him. I'm even more excited to do more plushie work. Mess around, find out, see what happens. I'm thinking if I was to make him again and do a tutorial, I would try embroidering his face, but hand embroidering, because I don't have an embroidery machine. I don't have an embroidery machine. However, that hit song went. I think his little feet came out beautiful. I think his little humps are cute. Would I want them a bit more round? Yes. But for what it is, for never really making plushies, I mean, technically, I guess I would make weird little, I've made some weird felt things, but he's like an actual plushie. He's like, he's it. He's Scourge. He's everything you want and more. He's so cute. I love him so much. Philip also really loves him. He just hangs out on the couch with us because he is, I'm pretty sure 5 feet tall. He is a monster. He is huge. He's almost kind of like a weighted blanket with how much he weighs. I should weigh him, but I'm not going to. I'm a little too lazy for that. If you would like to see a tutorial, I now have the pattern pieces and I can do a step-by-step video on that. Please let me know down in the comments. I'm not just trying to comment bait. I really like feedback. I feel like I communicate that on every platform and I just don't think people care or believe me, but I love feedback. I love feedback, or like community notes. Let's start a community. Let's make this a community of weirdness. I don't know, just a community of fun stuff. Like, you know, I'm sure there's a group of people out there who just like doing random shit. Like when it comes to making dolls, making plushies, decorating a house, possibly in the future. It's been crazy last couple of weeks. Would you be interested in more plushie work? There's plenty of more plushies I want to try to execute. Is there anything you'd like me to do? Try. I have a few drawing videos I think I might do just so that I can upload more than once a month. I really want to do as many videos as I possibly can, but life happens. So I'm just treating YouTube as hobby work more than, you know, I think everybody who tries to start YouTube channels is like, I gotta do everything I can to make this a job. It'd be great to make it a job, so help me out. For right now, I'm just having a lot of fun. I'm genuinely so happy with how he came out. Like, I did this. I did this. I really went in with passion. And he came out. I birthed him out of my cloaca, which he has no more. I took that right away from him. I'm just gonna keep yapping. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. subscribe. That makes me really happy to see people subscribe. Comment. I love seeing comments. I reply to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me and my son, my child, my non-binary little boy. I don't know. I'm just yapping. Thank you so much. Bye.